Hello, it's Veronica, the heart dietitian. I wanted to show you a new resource I've created, and it's for sale on Amazon. This is the Food Journal to Lower Cholesterol, and basically it's a 1 month accountability tracker that I created for individuals who are living with heart disease, trying to lower their cholesterol, but need accountability. So a lot of the time I'm working with clients and they tell me, Veronica, I know what to do, but I'm just not doing it. Or I'm doing some things, but not all of the plan. And a registered dietitian working with, a registered dietitian on a regular basis definitely helps to make sure that you stay accountable, you stay on track, but that can be costly. And that's why I wanted to create a resource that you can have in your hands on a daily basis to make sure you stay on track. So what is in this resource? Well, I've created a few kind of educational material at the beginning about what kinds of foods to eat more often. And then I have some self trackers and why I've included them in the book here. Then, as I said, this book is for a month, about 28 days. So I've included a monthly plan here. So it's like a calendar, it's blank, so you can fill it in as you like based on your month. That helps to keep you organized. And then after that, we go into your weekly plan. So this is a plan for your meal plan, different breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, a grocery list according to your meal plan. And then you also have the opportunity to have a weekly habit tracker. So having some goals here and then checking off each day of the week that you've completed it. Another visual way to make sure that you're staying on track and with your goals. Now, this is the bread and butter of the resource. This is an example of a day, if you can see this. Basically, it's the start of your day to the end, lots of opportunity to jot things down in your schedule. But the most important part are these trackers. So down here, we have your exercise. So what you did, maybe your total steps, how often or how long you exercised for. You can track your mood for the day because depending on what your mood is, it does kind of correlate if you stay accountable or not. So it's important to track that. There's a daily quote for motivation, an opportunity to incorporate some self-care. So writing down your self-care is extremely important because incorporating that self-care on a daily basis has been shown to reduce, binge eating, reduce emotional eating, because we're often looking for ways to suppress emotion. But if we can provide some self-care, that actually helps to manage those emotions in a more helpful way. After that, we have the portfolio diet checklist, and that has the 4 steps. So are you eating soluble fiber, plant-based proteins, plant sterols, and nuts on a daily basis? So it's simple yes or no, but an important reminder every day that this is what we want to be aiming for, because each part of this or each pillar of this diet can help reduce our cholesterol by about 5 to 10%. So eating this on a consistent manner will help us achieve our goal. When I'm meeting with clients, I often hear that they are, meeting 1 or 2 of these pillars, but it's hard to stay consistent. And that's why it's a good idea to be reminded of it daily and have that opportunity to kind of check it off if we get it done. You have the meal tracker, so recording exactly what you eat. Doesn't have to be detailed, but kind of just understanding the trends of what we are eating. The opportunity to check off if we're taking our supplements or not. Again, something I hear is, I forgot to take my supplements. Or if I ask, are you taking supplements? People kind of say, sometimes, when I remember. So this is the reminder that, we should be taking it. Water intake, the opportunity to kind of check off a glass of water every time you have 1 cup. Hopefully getting at least 8 cups or 2 liters in a day. And then another last opportunity to reflect on the day and kind of see what we're grateful for, because individuals who are grateful has been shown to be happier. When we're happier, we are, who doesn't want to be happier in a day? So that's the checklist. I know it's a lot of information, but having it all on one sheet can be really helpful to know all of the important strategies that will help keep us on track to try to lower our cholesterol and improve our heart health. So there's 28 trackers here that you can fill out. And then we have the weekly meal plan. So it's split up by each week and then each weekly habit. I wanted to incorporate the weekly habit tracker as well as the portfolio diet tracker because the weekly habit tracker is a really good reflection piece. So you can kind of look at your weeks prior or your days prior to say, oh, you know what? I'm not meeting my plant protein. So maybe that's a habit that I can put on my list for next week. Buying the plant protein in order to eat it or trying a new recipe and then checking it off accordingly. Maybe it's exercise instead. So that's why that's there. And I do have an example of what to do, how to fill out a weekly meal plan, the associated grocery list, and what a day would look like as well. So yeah, that is the food journal to lower cholesterol. That's more than just a food journal. It's a accountability piece. It's kind of me in your life every day to keep you on track of what you want to achieve. Because food can be really powerful and it can help really lower our cholesterol levels. So doing it in a strategic manner like this can be really powerful. So if you try this, if you order it, let me know what you think. I'd love to hear from you and see if it's helpful for you as it is for some of my other clients.